Well, hello there. Jen Patero on Sunday, November the 28th. Making my video a little bit later this weekend because it has been yet again a very busy weekend. Super exciting, but busy. So actually, I just got off the phone with Robert, the Keto Savage. So we had a quick chat about our plans moving forward as far as my reverse diet out of the show and even looking ahead to future shows. I was a little bit nervous. Robert had originally said to me, now, Jen, once you're done Worlds in November, do not ask me to do another show right away. So I was a little bit nervous that he may not be willing to coach me through next year's World UFE competition, but just got the great news. He's happy to coach me and allow me to do that. So really excited about that. Because I do really want to step on the stage again. I loved every minute of it. I wasn't so sure that I would, but I did. I loved all of it. So I'd love to do it again. And happy that he feels that my body is in such a good place right now. He's like, hormonally, I think you're good. I think, we didn't have to push your calories super low to get you ready for this show. So he really feels like, as much as I won't likely build a ton of muscle, that's the only concern. Like, I won't build a lot of muscle. I'll probably build some, which is great. But I won't build a ton. So that's where I now have to think, do I really want to do this again in November, knowing that I'll bring a better version of Jen Patero, but it won't be a crazy drastic difference? Or do I want to take a bit more time, build a bit more muscle, and next time I hit the stage, like, really have a wow factor and be able to compare pictures from 2021 to say 2023 and say, wow, look at the growth that's happened. So I am going to think about that a little bit, but as it stands right now, I just want to hit that stage again next November 12th for the UFE Worlds. Anyways, so stay tuned. Super excited. Thank you, Robert. Excited to work with you again and see what we can do in 2022 and what Jen Patero can bring to the stage next November. Anyways, so that's that. And then I'm also super happy he said yes, because yesterday my daughter and I did a road trip to go see Krista to take advantage of her Black Friday deals. So I picked out my suit. So I figured, even if I'm not competing next November, I will hit that stage at some point, and I'll wear one of her beautiful suits. So picked out all of my fabric and my connectors and all of that fun stuff. So thank you so much, Krista. Had a great time visiting you yesterday, and super excited to see what you put together for me for the next time I hit a stage. So it's just been a bit of a whirlwind. Then there's been hockey and lots of things going on. So videos getting out a little bit later, but the reverse diet is going well, I would have to say. So week 2 reverse diet. From a scale perspective, I'm doing well, right? So last Saturday, I was at 118.4 pounds, which was up from, I got as low as 115.8. So, right, I'm up. But this week, I'm sitting at 120.6. Yesterday, today, both 120.6 pounds. So that's actually the weight that I was when I hit the stage 2 weeks ago. So it's good. I'm reverse dieting out. I'm putting on some weight as I need to be healthy. But I'm still only at that stage weight. So as much as I'm internally battling and I'm not being perfect, with this diet, right? Like I am perfect, bang on macros heading into the show. Coming out of the show, I am not 100% perfect. I'm eating extra vegetables. I'm eating extra almonds. And I feel really guilty about this. And I'll just chat quickly about why, because a lot of you are probably sitting there thinking that's insane. Give yourself a break, right? You've spent months cutting down, eating ground beef and bricks and eggs. Let loose. But it screws with you mentally, big time. And it's not just watching the weight on the scale increase. That's not what's bothering me. What's bothering me is, how do I do the best job I possibly can reverse dieting out of this? And by best, I mean not losing muscle mass. Another piece of it really is, my exercise. Altering, how do I make sure I'm optimizing my training, not losing muscle, but starting to build muscle if at all possible. So I just want to do this to the best of my ability to make sure I'm as successful as possible. And it really is as though I know a lot of information. I know too much, but then at the same time, not enough. So my mind is going a little bit crazy about what is the best thing for me to put in my body. If my body's telling me that I am hungry, am I better to eat some raw vegetables, or is it better to eat some protein? Or, what is the impact of adding a little bit of extra tuna to my diet? So I'm overanalyzing everything. And then I'm also saying, well, I've changed my cardio. I've upped the intensity of my cardio. I'm now jogging. I'm not walking. So maybe I should be giving myself a little bit more carbohydrates in the form of vegetables. But then if I give my body too many carbs, then what's it going to do? Then it's going to store all of the fat that I'm putting in my body, because it's saying, Jen, you're increasing your exercise too much and you're still at a caloric deficit. So I better maintain as much fat as possible. So all of these head games I'm playing, and like I say, it's not about the scale number. It's not, oh my goodness, the scale's gone up by a pound. That's fine. That's good. Maybe I've actually built a bit of muscle and that's why the scale is going up. Maybe I am maintaining fat. Well, I know that I'm sure that I am maintaining fat. I need to. I got super lean. So I'm okay with the scale, but I'm not okay. Like the mental part for me is about optimizing my fitness and optimizing my nutrition to make sure that I'm giving my body everything that it needs. So, when 10 o'clock hits and my body is saying, my brain is telling me, really like a protein shake. Like that's something that I haven't had a protein shake in years, at least like 3 years probably. And all of a sudden my body's now saying, give me a scoop of that Isa Pro. Not even the meal replacement shake. It wanted isogenics, whey protein, just straight up whey protein mixed with water. So that's what I did. I got myself out of bed to go downstairs and mix up a scoop of whey protein, and then I fell asleep. So is that my body telling me to do that because it needs the protein? I thought so. I don't know why else it would be telling me that. I mean, sometimes I crave fats. I crave my bricks, and I cannot wait to wake up the next morning and drink a coffee with cream in it. That's not unusual. Since I've started putting vegetables in my body, sometimes I crave vegetables. I've not craved protein at all So when I do, I listen to that, and I am over consuming a little bit. Sometimes I'll open up I've cracked a can of tuna, and I'll eat half or even an entire can of tuna with a bit of vinegar on it. Because my body's telling me that's what it wants, and I'm listening. So I'm not staying as true to my macros as I did, certainly as I cut into the prep, into the competition. But I have to be okay with this. I'm listening to my body and trying to balance it out and do what's best for me and my current state. And I think that I'm doing a pretty darn good job of it, to be fair, right? Because yeah, I'm still only at my stage weight. I really haven't put on a ton of weight in the last couple weeks. But we'll see how that progresses, because my macros are again being bumped up. Actually, even as I spoke to Robert just before I'm making this video, he decided to up my protein by a little bit too. So from last week my macros were 135 grams of fat, 110 grams of protein, total calories 1695. This next week, I bump it up to 145 grams of fat, 120 grams of protein. He gave me a little bit extra protein. And now I'm sitting at 1,825 calories per day. So, yeah, seriously up in my caloric daily intake, which is great. I am now eliminating my ketogenic caloric refeed on Friday. So now every day of the week I stay constant, and we'll see what that does. I'll update you next Saturday. Hope that this was informative in some capacity, not confusing. If you've got any questions, let me know. Always happy to entertain questions. And thank you so much for following along. Take care, guys. Hope you had an awesome weekend, and we will chat again next week. I'll update you. Take care. Bye for now.